welcome to Sunset Yoga. Today is Friday. It's going to be a wind down flow, winding down from our week. Maybe your Friday is the start of your week and you just want an easy way to get into it, or perhaps you're watching a recording, this recording, and just like an easy flow for some other part of your week, some other part of your day. All of those are just fine. It's warm and windy out here in the desert. And since it is a wind down flow, it's going to do something a little different today. It's going to be kind of a shorter flow than usual. I know a lot of folks who are just beginning in the yoga journey, their physical movement journey. They're not quite ready to do 45 or 60 minutes or longer in a session. So we're going to have a seated flow today, and it's going to be a little shorter. If you do have a belt or a strap or a towel, go ahead and have that handy. I do not have my block today. If you are seated in a chair, that works just fine. We're going to do our best to just stay seated today and do some poses that are a lower impact. Most of yoga is pretty low impact, but nevertheless, we're going to start in a comfortable position. If you are seated on your mat, I offer maybe a cross leg, an easy pose. If you are in a chair, just want to sit where both of your sit bones are evenly distributed in your chair. Back is nice and tall. You can lean slightly against the back of your chair if you have one, grounding your feet evenly on the floor. And for those of us who are cross-legged, we'll start off with one crossing and then we'll change as we move on. We're going to start off this session, eyes in a gentle gaze or perhaps closed, softening our face, relaxing our arms, resting our hands on our lap or on our knees. Giving our shoulders a little bit of a roll and relaxing them. Just moving our attention down our body from our forehead, down our face, our neck and shoulders, arms, belly, legs, and then our feet. And as we're bringing our awareness into our body, into this moment, setting an intention for this short session, what we want to redirect our attention to if we get distracted by things that happen this week, for example, things we want to focus our energy on, if we want to direct this calm or however you want to describe the energy that we're going to be generating. Wherever you want to point that towards, go ahead and bring that to mind as you're settling into your body, beginning to breathe in deeper through the nose, out longer through the mouth, in through our nose, gently out through the mouth. If we feel our body tensing when we inhale, perhaps growing the spine, then just releasing that tension when we exhale. If we are sitting cross-legged, go ahead and switch the leg that is in front on top or underneath, however you think of it. And we'll continue breathing. Continue scanning our body internally, finding points of tension, parts of our body where perhaps we've been holding a tension or stress or anxiety or even positive things. If we've been smiling a lot this week, perhaps it's a moment to relax the cheeks, to let the face, the muscles just be neutral for a moment. Intentionally resetting our system. Next inhale, we're going to make it really big, getting the belly super full. Exhale, out through the mouth, gently opening our eyes a little bit wider. Easing in front of us, inhale, really big, exhale. Next one, inhale, our arms come up. Exhale, turn the palms out, moving our fingers around. Let's do two more like that. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale. One more. Inhale, arms up. Exhale. Bring our hands back to our knees. We're going to take our torso in circles, really gently. In through our nose as we lean forward. Continue exhaling through the mouth. If that becomes a little too intense, you feel that you're getting a little lightheaded, or there's any like headache starting to crop up, just come back to a very natural breath. Just encouraging our body to be in this moment, in this space right now. And let's move to the other direction. If our thoughts wander, bring them back to that intention for this session. We always have the option of bringing our attention back to our breath. Just focusing and following our breath. Now bringing our spine back neutral, perhaps leaning from one side to the other. You need to readjust your sit bones. Go ahead and do that. Drop our arms down. If you're in a chair, go ahead and hold on to the side, to the seat. And here on our mat, we're gonna drop our arms down. Lift that right arm up. All of us inhale, looking up towards that arm, and then exhale, leaning over towards the left, feeling a nice stretch through our right side. Gaze is in front of us, not straining, or up towards that arm, or even down, towards the other hand, towards our mat, or the floor. Inhale, bring your arm back up. Exhale, over to the other side. If you notice that you can't quite stretch as deeply or as far on this side, or perhaps it's the opposite, just gonna notice that and continue to breathe. Continue to enjoy the stretch. Inhale, arms come up, both arms. And exhale, release the arms down. I'm gonna go ahead and turn so I can face the top of my mat. Have a little bit more room here. We're gonna fold forward. If you are sitting in a chair, gonna let your belly come to your thighs. You can go ahead and spread your feet to get your chest through your thighs if that's more comfortable, reaching towards the floor, towards your shins or your lower legs, or even towards the legs of the chair. Here on our mat, we'll lift our arms up. Exhale, fold forward, bring the hands down to the mat. And for right now, it's okay to curl the back, curl the spine. Inhale, lifting the back up for a flat back, looking up forward. Exhale, releasing down. Inhale, lifting for a flat back. Pressing hands into our mat or the legs. Exhale, folding down. Perhaps walking the fingers out a little bit more with each exhale. Next exhalation, just releasing, holding here for 3 breaths. And next inhalation, elongate the spine, extend the arms and sit up. Exhale, the arms come down. If your legs are folded, switch the leg that's on top or on bottom or in front. Inhale, the arms come up. Exhale and fold. Again. Moving the spine with your breath. Noticing any differences as we fold on this side, in the hips, perhaps even the backs of the legs. Keeping our face relaxed, not tensing those shoulders. Even though we're using our hands to pull our chest a little bit, don't want too much tension in those fingers. And remaining folded for 3 breaths. Next inhalation, extend the arms. Nice strong spine. Exhale, arms come down. Inhale, right arm comes up. Exhale, turn over towards the left for a twist. Gazing over the left side. Left hand is behind us. Careful not to strain the upper back too much here. We inhale ourselves with a tall spine. Exhale, twist. Center. Still trying to keep our shoulders open. Feeling more of a belly twist, feeling our belly button twisting like I think of it like I'm wringing a washcloth. If that's a little too intense to have the hand on the knee, you can open up the arm, one arm or the other. Or if you have your chair to hold on to, perhaps using that for some leverage. Still grounding our hips down, elongating our spine tall, and twisting over to the left for 1 more breath. Exhale, unwind over to the other side. I love twists for their digestive help. and also for the blood flow to get going. I'm feeling a little stiff. I know that I had a hard workout the day before. I've been really sitting in front of a device for too long. A twist always helps out. One more good breath here. Inhale, let's bring that right arm up. Exhale, back center. If you'd like, you can rotate the spine a little bit more and rotate your torso. Do a few more of those tilt, pivot, grinds, however you want to call them. Okay, let's focus on our head and neck for a moment. So inhale, gazing up. Exhale, gazing down. Bring your chin to chest. Inhale, thinking of trying to get the back of my head to the top of my neck, of my back. Exhale, down. Keeping our shoulders back and down. Just moving our head right now. Bring your head back neutral, going left and right this time. Inhale, turn our head to the left. Exhale, turning it to the right. Because we're actively doing two things right now, turning our head and breathing. We can notice if anything else in our body or our mind is trying to get our attention. And whatever that might be, go ahead and let it go on an exhale. Let's bring our head back center. And one more movement. Let's tilt our head to the left and then to the right. And bring your head back neutral. Lovely. So we'll go ahead and grab our strap now, or our belt, or towel, whatever you've got. And the length that you need it at is going to depend on your mobility level and the side of the body that you're working on. So we're going to start. I'll start with it nice and long. I'm going to go ahead and throw it behind me. Going to take an arm overhead and grab the bottom of the strap with my other hand. So I've got my left thumb down, my right thumb up. And I'm going to pull down on my strap, bringing my left hand further down my back. Right now it's at my neck, elbow. Trying to eventually get it to be in line with my head, but it doesn't matter right now. Just as long as I'm feeling a nice stretch in the back of that left arm. Sitting up nice and tall, and this is why we have the strap here. Find ourselves slouching. Gonna give myself a little bit more slack. Sit up nice and tall, and then pull down to feel that stretch. Breathing easily. Exhale, release the right hand. Extend the left arm. And just roll that left shoulder out. Let's go for the other arm. So we'll take our right arm overhead. Careful not to hit ourselves with the strap. Right thumb is down, left thumb is up. And we're pulling that arm down, feeling a nice stretch in the back of the right arm. Still sitting up nice and tall, adjusting our strap however we need. If you're able to reach for your hands, get your fingers or hands touching, that's perfectly fine. That is an option. Deep inhale, sitting tall. Exhale, release that left hand. Extend the right arm. Go ahead and roll that right shoulder out. Now without the strap, we'll extend our arms out and then bring them across our body, giving ourselves a hug, right arm on top, reaching for opposite shoulders. And here we're gonna curl the back, dipping our head down. Noticing how our breath gives our ribs, our shoulders a different kind of stretch here. Inhale, sitting up and extending the arm. Exhale, changing the arm that's on top and curling forward slightly. Inhale, opening up. Exhale, releasing those arms down. Nice. Hugs always feel good, whether you're giving them to someone else or yourself, or you're getting them from someone else. So if we're sitting on the mat, we're going to extend our legs forward. And if you're sitting in a chair, we'll do this next stretch just one leg at a time. So sitting up nice and tall, going to get even on our sit bones, engaging those glutes as we're sitting tall, flexing the feet, bringing the toes back towards us. And this is all we're doing, folks. So if you are sitting in the chair, just going to extend one leg at a time, flexing that foot, pulling those toes back, engaging, drawing the belly in, sitting up nice and tall on your inhale. Exhale, relax that leg down. Inhale, extend the other leg, feeling a nice stretch in it. And exhale, take it down. Gonna do this for, let's say, 3 rounds of breath. And if you're doing one leg at a time, 3 rounds on each leg. If you'd like another option, if your mobility allows today, we're gonna inhale ourselves to sit up nice and tall. Exhale, add a fold to this. Inhale ourselves tall. Exhale, perhaps fold deeper. If that's not what you'd like, we're gonna sit right here. Just keep pulling those toes back, still feeling a lovely stretch in the backs of the legs, backs of the knees, calves. Feel this all the way up in the hips, even feel my toes stretching. So wherever we are, we inhale ourselves tall. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, holding forward. Exhale, releasing tension. Next inhalation, extend the arms up. Exhale, release the arms down. If you are sitting on the mat or even in your chair and you'd like a little deeper option, you can use this strap. Go ahead and place it around both feet or one at a time. to start bringing your chest down towards that leg. Another option down here sitting, we're going to bend one leg in, taking that knee out to the side, feet still flexed, tall spine, and then releasing down. Reaching down towards that foot, towards the leg, or with our strap. Wherever we are, we're just going to enjoy the stretch in our left leg right now. Whatever variation works for our body. Inhale, extend those arms, tall spine. Exhale, arms down, extend the other leg. Noticing any differences with our hip, knee, or other leg. And then exhale, folding down. Taking our time. No pressure. Inhale, extend the arms, sitting up. And exhale, extend the legs. Shake them out. And just a couple more poses. Down here on the floor, as usual, we've got some options. Gonna go for kind of a reverse or an upward tabletop. So we'll get our fingers facing our body, feet flat to the mat, and one breath at a time, we'll inhale, push the hips off of the mat, lifting. Exhale, bring them back down, curling. Inhale, pressing our arms to support the torso, upper back. Exhale, releasing down. If having those fingers facing the body is a little too intense, you can just turn them around, lifting up and lowering on the exhale. If doing this in a chair, gonna make sure that the chair is sturdy, holding on to the seat of the chair, ensuring that we're pressing down into the chair, really active arms. This is something that we passively, naturally do down here on the mat. In addition to actively using the feet, pressing them into the floor, and the legs can be straight or bent. And that's true for being down here on the mat as well. So we're gonna go for 3 rounds of breath, no matter where our hands are, fingers are pointed, if our legs are straight and they're bent. We inhale, push into the mat, hips go up, head back. Exhale, bending down, pressing up, and coming down. This one, let's hold at the top. Active hands and arms, feet and hips. Exhale, release down. And giving ourselves a hug, releasing the head and neck. Wonderful. Okay. So we'll do a one final kind of leg and back stretch. We'll do our figure 4. And we've really got a lot of options here. So the basis of it is that we're going to cross one leg over the other and bring the other leg towards us. So I have my right leg crossed over my left, and then I'm bending my left leg, and I can sit up doing this, feeling a nice stretch in my right hip. If you're seated, essentially that'll be where you are, can fold forward with this left leg bent, foot on the floor. Another option is to come onto our back, cross that leg over, reach through, and pull it in. Or you can reach towards the calf or ankle, tucking the chin, elongating the spine. Gently release wherever you are. And we'll try the other side. We'll start, left leg crosses over the right, bending the right leg, perhaps bringing my hips towards that right heel, already feeling a stretch. Or I can recline with this, bringing the legs in. And release. Final stretch before our modified Savasana. Here on the floor, we're going to look like we're relaxing at the beach. So we'll start with our fingers facing away from our body, bending our legs, and we move our hips towards those heels. In the chair, you can place your arms on the back of the chair, feel a stretch that way, or place them at the feet, kind of doing a dip-like motion. That's a little too intense. We'll go to the second option, having fingers facing the body, still moving the hips away, dropping the hips down past the seat of the chair, stretching out our arms and back. Pressing into the hands, lifting our head and hips up, coming back to a neutral position. We're just going to find a comfortable position, similar to how we started. We need any more moments, any more movements, we'll go ahead and do that. Perhaps if you want to stretch out those shoulders again, move the hips a little bit, whatever you need to do, go ahead and do that for another few breaths. And then we'll come back to a nice comfortable seated position. I'm actually gonna come to sit on my knees. That's more comfortable for me right now. Wherever we are, making sure that our spine is nice and tall. Just like when we began, scan our body. Inhale. Exhale any tension that we find, anything that needs to be released. Including in our face. Making a moment here to reconnect with our breath, even though we've been connected with it through this practice. One more time before we re-enter our hectic lives. Intentionally inhale, let our belly, ribs, and chest get big. Exhale.